Everyone, welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Nicole Hernandez, in for Laura Papetti today. Right now at noon, we are working to get more information after a deadly house fire this morning in Millwood. 2 children, ages 7 and 9 years old, were killed in the fire. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones was on scene all morning long, and Brandon is bringing us an update now.
Yeah, it was truly a devastating scene that neighbors woke up to here this morning in Millwood. You can still see this red tape here right behind me. That's because the investigation is still going on. Around 2:48 this morning is when the Spokane Valley Fire Department received the call for this house fire right behind my shoulders. Neighbors learned early this morning that 2 children had lost their lives. They died in that fire. 2 other people were injured. The father was transported to the hospital with injuries, where fire department tells us that he's in stable condition and he's being evaluated. Another firefighter was injured in that response, but they also told us that he's in good condition, being evaluated for any further injuries. And we also learned that 2 dogs also were killed in this fire. So we're not sure how long this investigation is going to continue. We're told that it'll last however long is necessary to figure out what could have caused this fire. As I mentioned, neighbors and firefighters are all shooken up by what took place here in Millwood.
I looked out and there was flames coming out of the far end of the house, and he was just screaming, you know, my kids are in there, my kids are in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what do we do? All of a sudden, the house was engulfed.
I did ask firefighters if they've ever seen anything like this. They told me they see a lot of tough things on the job, but they just want everyone to know, the families involved, the neighbors in this area, that they're in their thoughts and prayers as they try to get to the bottom of what caused this devastating situation. But for now, reporting in Millwood, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Washington State Patrol is looking for anyone who saw a deadly hit-and-run collision on Highway 395 near Lind. Troopers think it happened around 3:30 this morning. We now know a 31-year-old man from Lakewood was hit and killed by a car driving southbound. WSP closed Highway 395 south of Ritzville for several hours to investigate, and the road has since reopened. Troopers are asking anyone with information about this collision to call Washington State Patrol. A court in Hong Kong dismissed a gun charge against a state senator from Washington. Earlier this month, Senator Jeff Wilson of Longview flew to Hong Kong with a gun in his carry-on. Airport security in Portland did not flag the gun before he boarded his flight. Wilson says he realized he had the weapon while on the flight to Hong Kong. So after he landed, Wilson went to Chinese customs officials to tell them he accidentally brought the unloaded revolver in his briefcase. Wilson said that was, quote, a mistake, and he regrets it. And we do want to take some time to turn to weather, because a lot of people want to know what it's going to be like for Halloween. It's tomorrow already. So we have meteorologist Thomas Patrick. What's going on?
Yeah, the good news here, Nicole, is that Halloween's going to be a dry Halloween, because it's never fun if it's raining or snowy. We just want it to be dry, but we know it's going to be cold, as it has been every single night recently. We got down into the teens back on Saturday morning. We were well in the 20s this morning, but did just get to 37 now as of a noon temperature. And in Deer Park, which was one of the coldest spots this morning at 15 degrees, is up to 41 by the noon hour. That is the sunshine at work. It's also in the low 40s in the Palouse as well. Extremely quiet conditions across the inland Northwest. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover trying to drift across North Idaho or western Montana, but that's the most that we're going to see of it for today. So let's get to that trick-or-treat forecast. I think that's what all the kids want to know, right? During the daytime, 49 degrees. That is completely average for temperatures for the inland Northwest. At nighttime, in the 30s. What else did you expect? Very normal conditions. And again, it's going to be dry. No rain and no snow for now. We'll be tracking that later on in the week.
Israel says it is entering a new phase in its war against Hamas. Over the weekend, Israel expanded ground operations in Gaza and launched hundreds of airstrikes against Hamas targets. Hamas officials say the death toll in Gaza has now reached 8,000 people. Israel has also launched retaliatory strikes against militant group Hezbollah in Lebanon and military assets in Syria. This comes as there's been more international calls for a ceasefire. White House officials have warned that a ceasefire would benefit Hamas, but is pushing Israel to balance its fight with the safety of its civilians.